So, Trump is Middle East bound for the first major diplomatic trip of his second term. Why the Middle East, and what is he looking to come back home with? Let's turn to Professor Kim Dong-soo. Good morning.
Good morning.
So let's start with why the Middle East? Why go there for his first official overseas trip since his return to the Oval Office?
I think it is likely a highly calculated move driven by a mix of geopolitical strategy and consideration of energy and economic interest. When it comes to geopolitical strategy, Trump intends to strengthen its ties with the Gulf allies like Saudi Arabia and the UAE, who are critical for regional stability, energy cooperation, and arms deals. Also, Trump sees the Abraham Accords as one of his signature foreign policy achievements. He may want to position himself as the only U.S. president able to broker peace or major diplomatic breakthrough in the region. As far as economic interests are concerned, oil has always been a major issue to the United States. He may aim to negotiate energy cooperation with oil-producing countries.
Well, Professor Kim, he is not only going to Saudi Arabia, he's also going to Qatar and UAE afterwards. But I do have to ask, why Saudi Arabia to begin with?
As well known to everybody, Saudi Arabia is a key U.S. ally and one of the most influential countries in the Arab world.
Right.
So by visiting Saudi Arabia first, Trump intends to reinforce the U.S.-Saudi Arabia partnership on defense, energy, and regional security. And Trump also may intend to signal support for Saudi Arabia in efforts to contain Iran and stabilize the region. In addition, Trump administration previously signed a massive arms deals with Saudi Arabia. Trump may want to expand defense and technology contract with Saudi Arabia.
Well, the thing is, Trump's visit to the Middle East is a strategically planned visit, like you said, but there are voices of concerns that the trip will only focus on economic diplomacy rather than security when we have, wars going on around the world. What's your take on it? Do you also believe so?
I think it is plausible. The idea aligns well with Trump's transactional approach to foreign policy. While security will always be a backdrop in the Middle East, Trump is likely to frame the trip through the lens of business, trade, and investment. Saudi Arabia and UAE and other Gulf countries are central to oil production and pricing. Trump might seek agreements on stable supply or investment in the U.S. energy infrastructure rather than emphasizing military alliances.
Well, so there are 3 stops that Trump is making in the Middle East, but apparently Israel is not one of them during his trip. Are we sensing some sort of a crack in ties between Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu?
I think it is premature to call it a full crack. Rather, I think it is because Trump might want to focus on Arab states first. He may want to appear as a regional deal maker, not just a strong supporter of Israel. Not visiting Israel may be a way to present himself as a more neutral facilitator for broader peacemaking between Arab and Israel.
So it's too early to call it a crack between their ties. Now, there are speculations that Trump may stop by Türkiye for ceasefire talks between the leaders of Ukraine and Russia. What is the likelihood that Trump will actually stop by Türkiye and, participate in the ceasefire discussions?
If the meeting between Putin and Zelensky is realized, then Trump is likely to join the meeting. However, the meeting is unlikely as of now. While Zelensky shows intention to meet Putin the response from Moscow is not very positive yet. So it is not impossible, but I think it is unlikely because the condition for meeting of top decision makers is not very mature yet.
Right. Well, Zelensky says he will be waiting for Putin in Ankara, so let's see how that unfolds. So Professor Kim Dong-soo, thank you so much for your time and your insights as always. You have a lovely day.
Thank you.